We have Alessandro Fraga from the Central Bank of do Brazil. And yes, it's about the DREX project, and the floor is yours. I give yours the mic.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me and the opportunity to show a little bit of Brazil to you. So this is about the DREX innovation project from the Central Bank, the DREX initiative. And first of all, a little bit of overview. So I will talk to you about our motivations for the project, the state of play, how, where we are, and the next steps planned for the project. So the motivations, everything starts with BC Hash agenda that we call. It's the strategic agenda of the central bank. Everything is done based on those pillars: inclusion, competitiveness, transparency, education, sustainability, and excellence. And one way of doing that is through innovation. So this innovation path that we walked started with e-money. Right. So with e-money, it's payment institutions that we allowed into the system. It was important because we had only banks, and with payment institutions, we allowed to break vertical arrangements to foster competition, and more fintechs coming into play. This was important, but still not enough, because we had a lot of accounts, but the accounts cannot, it was expensive. We have frictions sending money from one bank or financial institution to another. So we had PIX, the instant payment of Brazil. We put a single rail to fix that and to bring seamless instant payments 24/7, and to improve the digital relation with the society, to improve user experience. And with PIX, we feel that we don't need the Brazilian users. We don't need retail CBDC, because everything is done already with our money. We can send, we can pay, we can do everything 24/7. It's free to the user. So we feel that we don't need the CBDC. Just like John's presentation, thank you very much. It's very relatable. So if you allow me, I will link to your presentation sometimes. And yeah, we continue the project, because for the money part, we are okay. We are happy, but we still need some more work done inside the field of financial services. So we're okay with money, but we have financial assets. And with Open Finance, we could see what we had in each of our accounts around the banks or financial institutions. We have some APIs, so we can bring money to a given account. It's easier, but still, we are not still happy with that for financial services. So we thought about DREX, and to bring in programmability, to bring efficiency in contracts. We are talking about not only money, but financial services, credit, investments, and to improve user experience. So I invite you to be Brazilians for the next few minutes, and I want to show you what should a Brazilian feel after we finish this project, okay, our vision. It's a very user-centric project, right? So let's go. I will spend most of my presentation in this screen, because it's important to explain what does it mean, right? You have your mobile. With the circles, you have the lower circles, you have the services. You can have a lot of services. I only put here some examples: debit, credit, investment, other services. And the square below that, they are the engines that make it happen. You will not see it in your mobile. You only feel it. You only know they are there because the service is working, but you not see. Above that, you have the participants of the market. You have the banks, the financial institution that will provide the services. And back on the bottom of your mobile, you have your consolidated position. You have to access have how to access your consolidated position, everything you own in the financial institutions, financial system. Also, you have access to payment flows. That is important, mainly for small business, for example. You have access to everything you will receive, everything you have to pay in time. Sorry.
Is it off?
Yeah, I just continue, but
Oh.
yeah, I don't have the presentation here. Maybe it's okay.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, sorry for that.
Let me.
Sorry for that. Yeah,
That's
that's right. So we have the data wallet. That's important. It's our history as a financial individual into the system. Everything I owed, if I paid, if I didn't pay. So this is important for the services that I will give an example shortly. Okay. Of course, also in our radar is online and offline system. Well, so let's say I want a credit, okay? I want this service, okay? I want credit service. I will have, for example, two choices. I want credit with a collateralized credit, all right, collateralized loan or unsecured loan. If I choose, for example, unsecured loan, I will have to provide a lot of information. That is why the data wallet is there. I have the power to send it to the financial institutions or not. Depending on what I send, depending on my history, I will have a better or worse loan fee, okay, interest rate. But let's say I choose collateralized loan, right? This is a kind of loan that will use my current financial assets as collateral. So I can select other assets. And in this example, I will use government bonds as collateral. If I use another assets, I can receive different rates depending on the bond that I am providing as collateral. It doesn't really depend on me as an individual, because the ones that are receiving the collateral depends. They know that the system is reliable. They can execute the loan as long as I don't pay. So it depends on the asset itself and not really on my history, right? And of course, we have some more good things in the plan, like native divisibility of assets. The assets I'm providing as collateral may be too large, has a very big value, so dividing the asset can help for this collateralized loan. The user can limit the data that he shares, of course, and unsecured, like I said, the lender needs to be aware of the risk. So what are the advantages for me as a Brazilian citizen? I have efficiency on my side. I have instant transactions and lower cost, because as soon as I choose credit and I send the information that I am providing my government bonds as collateral, I have all the participants in the financial system as competitors for my loan. I will have a much lower cost loan. I have control. I have direct and unified management of my digital assets on my hand. I have transparency. I have clear and immutable transaction records. I have accessibility, easy to access financial products, okay? And I have satisfaction because I have access to a modern and user-friendly interface. With that, what are the advantages for the credit providers? The ones that provide the credit receiving the collateral. They have operational efficiency. They have streamlined process. They will receive the information at the same time, and they can decide probably automatically if they want to give that loan or not. They have better risk management to secure management of collateral and confidence in the system's execution. They also have embedded their regulatory compliance, because It's a system from the central bank. And they have financial returns, attractive risk return on the providers of the service provided. And also refinancing. This is important because the loan itself, it's a financial asset. If I have a loan with someone, this is a financial asset I can use to get more money to finance myself into the market or with the central bank. Okay. What are the advantages for the service aggregator? The service aggregator here is the one that's showing the app into my mobile. Okay, so it's a different hat for the financial system. It can be banks, but not necessarily. They will be responsible for the safety of my connection. They will be responsible to know me, to decide which one of those services they will provide me in the first page, which ones I am more likely to use. So they will have a better connection with me, and not necessarily to be an institution that has credit with it. It can be, but not necessarily. So what are the advantages for someone that has this hat of the service aggregator? Specialization, right? I will have tailored presentations for my clients. I can tailor my product to each client. I have operational efficiency. With DREX, handling the infrastructure, resources and effort can be focused on improving user experience. And I also have agility. So the composability of new services integrates natively with the system. So if there is a new service, the service aggregator will know it and will decide if I want that presented as a first page or to present me. And when anyone invents a new service, it will be available for the financial service aggregator to show to their customers if they want. Okay, that is our goal. That's our aim for the future. So where are we now? This is a timeline. In the upper part of this, we have tokenization, virtual asset service provider, and stablecoin regulation. This is done in parallel right now because we need that, having DREX or not, we need that today. So we are working on the building of regulation for this part. For the DREX initiative, we started back in 2020 with the technical group studying the case, and we came up with the guidelines of the project. And 2022, Lift Challenge is our lab. We started our lab to test the guidelines. And then in 2023, we started the DREX pilot project. And we want to get to the pilot phase. We correctly said by John, we are still on proof of concept. We are still on the iteration phase, right? Right now, we have some difficulties in the projects. I'll show you shortly. And, sorry, okay. And we are at the end of phase 2. We already finished the phase 2. We are back on the drawing board, preparing for phase 3. Shortly in the next 1 or 2 months, we expect to send the reports of phase 2 and our next steps for phase 3. So we are back on that iteration phase that we go back and to the drawing board. It's a research and development phase, so we expect a lot of that before getting ready. And yeah, that's our current status. What are the challenges that we met? First of all, we found it very challenging to ensure privacy while maintaining composability and decentralization. That's what we call our trilemma, right? And with the testing that we've done with DLT, it's very challenging to have 3 of those at the same time. 2 of those, it's fine, it's okay, it's kind of easy, but when we try to have all 3 of them, it's very difficult still for us. And also what was a surprise, some pilot participants, market participants, they needed close guidance on architecting use cases. They tend to mimic the current paradigm into the new system. So we needed to guide them to guide them through the new ecosystem to make them take advantage of the new opportunities. And this is solvable, but still something that we need to get closer to them and guide them. And also the DLT solution tested is evolving fast, but the conclusion that is still not ready for production in a central bank governed network. So the next phase, in the next phase, we'll have a more agnostic approach through technology. We will focus on this user-centric approach, and we know we want this, and now we are having more agnostic ways of reaching what we want. As for the next steps, we know we have a lot to cover. We know we're still in a phase that we have to solve a lot of problems. So we have problems like scalability, instantaneity, the fragmentation, and so on. So, but our plan is to slowly go and check these problems and try to solve, and if not, iterate back and start again and improve the system, right? We know it's a long journey. So,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Alessandro. Any questions from the auditorium? From you? Yes. Caribbean to Brazil.
Is there any interoperability between PIX and DREX?
Yes, we plan that as the view of the user. There is no sense in building DREX without PIX, right? Or else here we have in the wallet access to the money, but doesn't have PIX. The user will have access to PIX to send PIX from its wallet in DREX, as well as to receive PIX. We have aliases, they will be built to allow for the receiving of money as well as sending the money. Yeah.
One more question, Alessandro.
My name is Eugélia. Actually, it's not a question, but I just want to say congratulations for that presentation. As a Brazilian, I'm really proud of Banco Central, because when they implement PIX was a big thing for the citizens, and I think is in that way Brazil will grow. And I think, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to us. Thank you.
Any other question? Do we have? Yes, there is. Coming. Because we need it for the online or the listeners, the mic, otherwise they would not hear your question.
Is there a plan for an orchestration layer? Where maybe many banks may offer loans to choose the most suitable one for the customer, for example, over PIX or?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Good one. Yes, there are plans for orchestration. It's one of the choices we have. The other plan is to build a monolithic system like itself, put everything on the system. So that's where we are now, trying to choose and even try the both to see what is the better at the end of the day. But yeah, we are considering that. Thank you.
Yes, Alessandro, thank you very much.